What's cooking, Linwood?
What's up?
We are back again. Teela and Damian in the house. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning into last week for our first show. Like, we actually had some really good,
it was a lot of fun.
a lot of fun. We had some people that kind of messaged us afterwards and kind of gave us suggestions, wanting to be on the show and things like that. So, super excited. Thank you for the support. Again, hit us up if you want to be on the show. You have questions, comments. You want to be a part of our live studio audience. Can we say that?
Yeah, a live audience.
Live audience.
Come and get a taste.
Come get a taste of the food. So, last week we made Damian's sweet potato chili, which was really good. I went home and I made it. And it was awesome. So, and it's really hearty and filling, and it was super easy. Yeah. So, I was excited about that. What were your thoughts about last week?
Last week was cool. And the idea, my sweet potato chili was all about how can I make something that's satisfying and quick. Yeah. And basically, the longest thing is to warm up the food. Right. And so that's, it's a really cool idea for when you are trying to cook for multiple days and you just got to get your food and eat. Yeah. And like I said, you can do all kinds of different things with it and have a lot of variety. So, yeah.
Awesome. So I kind of gave a little teaser last week because this is Welcome Week. So, I'm all in my trying to be tribal African gear. A couple shout outs. My necklace is from Back Naked. They're a local designer here in town. I want to say the dress I got a couple years ago from the Ethnic Festival at the Gambia table. Mm-hmm. So I just, always trying to shop local or things like that, support people. So we definitely, Welcoming Week, let me kind of give a little disclaimer on what Welcoming Week is. Welcoming Week is an initiative that the Ys do across the nation where, if you're familiar, the YMCA means Young Men's Christian Association. But just because the YMCA is founded on Christian principles does not mean that they're not inclusive and accepting of all cultural backgrounds, ethnicities, and different things like that, race, all that. So this is the week that we celebrate and we kind of explore different ideas and showcase different talents here, especially here at Linwood. So Friday we kicked it off with a game night. Monday night I did Zumba. It was Mexican Independence Day, the actual day.
The actual day.
Because it's not Cinco de Mayo.
No, Cinco de Mayo is something completely different.
Right. They won a battle that was really pivotal in the the turnaround of that, but it wasn't actually the day that they gained their independence. Right. So the 16th was their actual Independence Day. So we had some tacos, we had some horchata, we had some guacamole. I can't remember what the restaurant's called, but I will figure it out and I'll put it in the comments later. So we had that. I had some Zumba going on with some traditional music. If you haven't been into Linwood this week, our kind of common area has been changed into our international station. So we got flags, we have a huge map that when you come in, grab a sticker and put it where your roots are from. It may be here in the United States, or if you even know where your other roots are, put them where they're at. So we actually got a couple people that know. We have some in China, we have some people in South America. So it's kind of cool to see where people, if they know where they're actually from. So today my recipe is going to be, I want to do real plantains, but couldn't find it this week. That's okay. So we're gonna make fufu. So fufu is a kind of a traditional African side dish, kind of like a dumpling. It can be made from plantains or cassava. So it's this kind of I don't know how to describe it, like how it tastes. It's really like this dough kind of dumpling thing. But we're gonna make this today, and we're gonna pair it with some spinach, some really kind of curried stewed spinach that I kind of make. So we're gonna try that out today. I got a couple things. We got, of course, the fresh spinach. I always try to do fresh. Another shout out to our Truman Mobile Market. They helped us up again with the fresh produce. I got a bag of those sweet mini peppers, and they were like $1.50. Super cheap. The onion, I want to say, was like 20 cents. So again, bag of spinach, $1 some, I think $1.50. So super cheap. We appreciate them for donating some of the items to us so we can get our cooking on.
All right.
Yes. All right. So I'm gonna start with the fufu because fufu takes a little time because it has to still kind of cook inside and things like that. So I'm gonna start with the fufu. So we're gonna get this stovetop going a little bit. All right. I already got some hot water in this kettle right here because you want to start off with the hot water off side of it. Yes. Or you can put it in the pan and put it off to the side, but you want to add the hot water to the fufu. So I already have it measured out. The basic way to start is going to start with 1 cup of fufu to your water. Okay, so You don't really need anything else pans. These are nonstick pans. I will use a little bit of, when we get to spinach, you'll see avocado oil. We are serious. We're trying to be a lot more, less oil-free recipes for you guys, so you guys can see how that works, and that there are options, especially if you're looking to cut back on calories. Oil is a quick and easy way to cut back. Yeah, so we'll drizzle a little bit in there for the spinach, just for the overall kind of combining, emulsifying of the spices that we're going to add in there. But other than that, this fufu is just going to be kind of how we pair up with the spinach. And
another really quick thing is, at home I use ceramic pots and pans, so that's also an option. Those also are non-stick, and they look pretty cool.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get going. I'm gonna put this in there. It's not, and then we'll add the water in there. So 1 cup of fufu, and you kind of have to play it by ear with the water. It's usually a 1-to-1 ratio, but you got to kind of play with it. Yeah. You got to play with it, really. And this is the quick way. If you've ever been to Africa or you've been anywhere else, they really pound the yams. Fufu means like a pounded action. So it's a pounded yam, or I didn't say that. Yeah. So cassava, plantains, or yams. That's what the 3 vegetables is usually made out of. But they're usually they boil them and they pound them. Like they get this big kind of thing and it's kind of pounded. So I don't have the muscle strength for that.
Yeah.
So we're not doing that today.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited about that because I need to get the yam recipe version of this, because I eat a lot of yams and sweet potatoes and all that stuff. Plantains, a little, like you said, it's a little kind of hard to get your hands on around here.
Yeah, that's what it depends.
Yeah, you got to go to some of the
where we
neighborhoods,
or where we got this. So I got this at the International Market in the City Market. So there's an African store that's market that actually sells fresh produce, and they sell some non-perishables as well.
Yeah.
So.
They also sell some
clothes and hair.
Yeah,
that is an all around business. So support them.
Yes.
They're great. They're really helpful. They actually make dresses and stuff, and they will size you. This awesome place.
Tailor it. Yeah.
City Market is amazing.
Yes.
So a lot of my seasonings are from there. You'll see they're in the containers of the stores, but usually I'm just refilling from the City Market.
Yeah.
Because that's just what we do.
Yeah.
He made me a new blend this week called Mystic Bounce. Oh my gosh.
Do you have that?
No, I didn't bring it because it doesn't necessarily pair with this, but it was awesome. I should have brought it for you to try. Mystic Bounce. Go and ask him about his Mystic Bounce.
Okay, I'll go.
Anyways, when we were talking about Tika House last week, guys, go down to the Tika House to get your spices. So this week he gave me this Mystic Bounce that had a little bit of like garlic, his red seasoning, his jalapeno seasoning, his Greek seasoning, a little bit of applewood, and oh my gosh, it was so fire. Yeah, because I was asking him what could I pair with the Greek seasoning. He's like, you like Greek, but a little step up. I was like, yeah, let me try it. Hit me with it. And Gianni was like, we gotta get this now. So we actually put it. I mixed it. We made some spaghetti this weekend. So with my TVP, I put it in there to kind of get that kind of flavor profile to the ground beef.
Yeah.
When we added it in there, so. It was super awesome, but you have to go try it.
If you go to Tika House, they will let you sample the seasonings, and they will give you suggestions on pairings and sauces and rubs. It's a great place. I ran into Maggie at an opening this weekend. She's the lady that works at the counter.
Oh yeah.
Get the little the potato pockets. Yeah, she was there. It was cool running into her. Tika House. That's like, honestly, sometimes we just go there to. Just to eat there.
Right, they have really good stuff there.
Yeah.
I love and they're super helpful.
Yes.
Like all their stuff is like non-preservatives. It's really fresh. You'll think that because they have those big containers that they keep those for a while. They don't.
That stuff goes. They get sold out really quickly.
Mm-hmm. So.
And everything is like you said, it's so fresh.
Mm-hmm.
If you try to taste like something that's comparable at a store, you'll notice that there's a lot of flavor missing. There's gaps in the flavor profile, and a lot of the reason why is because it's being shipped all over the world from different places, all over the country from different places. And I think they kind of also season towards like the middle of the map, where it's like
kind of basic and plain. Yeah.
So. If you're a restaurant owner, most of y'all should already know about this place, but y'all should get that place. Go to Tika House for your spices and your seasonings.
Yes, most definitely.
It will make a difference.
So as you see, if you see me, like, so this fufu does, I said, it's kind of a dumpling. It's not really it's a dough, but you gotta actually have to work it. So you're gonna have to, put a little elbow grease into it. That's what I'm saying, that we're doing it with the powder that kind of cuts that out. Yeah. But we're gonna kind of mix it up, and you kind of have to like push it against the corners to get it soft.
So while you're getting that all mixed up, is there something that I can do?
Yeah, so let's go ahead and get the peppers and onions cut up. So I just got like 2 of each color. Definitely want to think about color when you're doing your food.
And how do you want to do these? Dice them?
Yeah, just dice them. Yep.
Caps off. Stems.
These aren't hot peppers. These are mini sweet peppers.
Most peppers are sweet. It's just, you get the spice from some. You can't get past the spice to get the sweet.
Right.
Jalapenos have a nice mild sweetness to them. They're not it's not like candy, but it's pretty good. I know people think peppers like, oh, this is gonna be hot. Not all the time.
Not all the time, right.
So what type of overall flavor profile are you looking for here?
So we're thinking of this definitely like almost like a
sweet and savory.
Sweet and savory a little bit, because I'm gonna have some turmeric in there that we're gonna be throwing in here. A lot of Mediterranean Indian food. They're not the only people that use actual like curries.
Curry, yeah.
Yeah, so Jamaicans use curries. Yeah. A lot of African dishes use curry. Curry is a very popular type of seasoning all around. So curry is usually made up of like your saffron or your turmeric or something like that. So if that's what you're thinking about, like what a curry is, that's kind of what we're working with, guys.
And you can go different ways with curry. You can make it mild with a little sweetness. I know when we make our curry cabbage at home, we use coconut milk and some of the seasonings. It brings out just a tad bit of a sweetness. It's not not like candy, but it does bring together all the different flavors of the stew that we make.
Right.
And I'm a big curry fan.
I like curries. They're simple, they're easy, they're hearty. They definitely like give you that comfort food, vibe. And
it's right around that time this year. Even though it might be 90 degrees today, give it a week, give it 2 weeks.
Give it a couple weeks, right? Because we'll change over.
Got to start getting cold. I'm already not liking it.
I switched over my closet this week actually. And Jessica, she was like, "Well, why'd you do that? I don't want the summer to go." I said, "But it's gonna happen."
I don't want the summer to go.
I said it's gonna happen, so I just try to get to a switch. So I switched over my closet this week. Just trying to be prepared.
See, for Jessica, she gets to leave and go on cruises and go to the islands and on the beach.
Yes, I know. I haven't taken advantage of because we're both I don't want to say employed, but
you're
partners. Part of this company. These companies that help you travel and you just teach around the country. So I know the company I'm with is called Fitness Exchange Pro, and basically it's like if I'm willing to teach classes on my vacation, they give me a huge discount. Haven't had a chance to do it yet because mom life. I got my 3, so doesn't always work out the best, but it's okay. All right, so this is working on. We're gonna go ahead and get the other pan started up.
Of course, I'm using this all wrong.
It's okay.
Because there's a little hole there. Hey, don't watch me.
Oh, so yeah.
Pay attention to her.
So when he came into there, it was funny. So I don't know if you can see it on the camera. So Darian has this busted lip. Okay.
My lips are a little bit more full today. I was training this morning.
Right. Okay. I was gonna say it wasn't Sunday, so
no, it was just a couple hours ago. Yeah, she does not beat me much. A wayward foot went into my mouth.
Okay. So you had to experience that, so to know how to block that later, right? Or I don't know. Blocker. What is it called?
I know not to be there.
Okay. I don't really know the terminology for the fighting and stuff like that.
Yeah. It was, and the guy was like, "Oh man, I think I hit your lip." I'm like, "It's okay. Let's keep going."
Right. Let's keep going.
It's superficial. Didn't hurt me.
Let's get a little bit of onion too.
All right. Onion. Les oignons. Remember the Cajun chef?
Yes. Onions are gonna be really good, especially like that. Now that we're talking about switching over into the different season, onion and garlic are my staples when it comes to cooking. I'm always putting like onion and garlic in everything because it definitely helps the inflammation. It helps boost your immunity. It's kind of all around.
Onion and garlic are very good with bringing out other flavors.
That too.
They accent very well with almost anything. I know there are some people that are like, ugh, garlic is nasty. It has a potent smell, but you got to think about it like it's not the thing. Garlic itself is not what you're tasting, what you're smelling. What you're tasting and what you're smelling are the flavors that are around the garlic that are filled with it. And you have to be knowledgeable about like what flavors go with it. All right, so the whole onion.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get a little bold with it. I like onion. As long as you like onion, then we're good.
Yeah, I like onion. Okay. So
we're getting this other pan warm. A little bit of avocado oil, just Aldi brand. A little bit in there. Fufu's coming along. The more kind of
instead of a pounding away,
doughy it looks, the better. It kind of sticky. Almost if kids would love to make this because this definitely reminds me of slime. Every time I make fufu, Play-Doh, it always reminds me of that texture. But yeah, you gotta just kind of I don't know.
You know, that's a good point to bring up. Like when you're making these meals, especially the easier ones, get your children involved.
Yeah, have them start helping out
to learn how to cook and how to do their food prep. Not only just making the stuff that they, their favorite foods and stuff like that, but also helping out with making dinner for the family. Growing up, my mom would have each of us pick a dinner that we wanted to make.
Right. Okay.
And so we would help out with that. One of my favorite ones was lasagna as a kid.
Okay, yeah, I used to love lasagna. I haven't had... Actually, no, I lied. When I went to Atlanta, there's this place called Soul Vegetarian, something like that. It's been there for a long time, and he had a lasagna that was amazing. I haven't had lasagna because I haven't since I switched over to full vegan because I couldn't figure out the dairy substitute. Because not all those cheeses, those dairy-free cheeses, melt the same.
They're not all the same.
They don't melt the same.
Right.
Some of them do, some of them don't. The chow, I feel like the chow by Field Rose melts pretty well, but it doesn't have a mozzarella taste, so I'm I didn't want to put it on there. So I feel like he made his own little kind of cashew blend, and it was really good.
Yeah, we...
Ooh, those onions. I love onions.
It's getting...
I hate and love onions because I definitely have... Some people are more sensitive to it, and I'm one of those people. I'm usually with a saltine cracker or a potato or something like that. It's fine. I'll be great.
I'll do my lasagna one of these weeks.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah.
I can show you the cashew cheese that I make.
Okay. I'm down. Okay, so I think this is warm. We can go ahead and put the onion in there. Let the onion start to cook. We're going to wait till the onion gets a little bit translucent. And you can roughly chop this stuff. As long as you guys don't mind, it doesn't have to be, quality graded. If you want perfect chopper, go get a chopper thing. I don't know. That's not what I'm all about convenience in my house. Bop, 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 and throw it in there.
Nobody's grading you on this.
No, right. This is just for your purposes only. So.
Yep.
There we go. Got those onions cooking.
Good stuff.
So I'm kind of upset this week. So and I talked to him, and they're gonna come on the show. But Pirates Bone reopened.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so can we talk about Pirates? Okay, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Pirates. Some of my vegans out there, or my people that are more willing to try coffee shops and stuff. So Pirates Bone was a cafe off of Brookside, 59. 59.
Down in Brookside.
And they had these amazing charcoal waffles. And these amazing breakfast sandwiches that were amazing, and nitro coffee, and they were one of the first people to have the nitro coffee. So they closed down because they wanted to find a bigger space because they kept getting too packed for one, and they wanted just to explore their menu. So now they're called Pirates Bone Burgers, and they just reopened on Monday, and I totally missed it. And I was like, I told him I was coming, but it's okay. He's gonna come on the show, and he's gonna cook some stuff for us. So I'm super excited.
Well, it was on Monday. When you messaged me, like, hey, Pirates Bone is reopening. I'm like, cool. And then, like, 10 minutes later, they already sold out.
Oh, right, yeah. So they did a soft opening on Friday, and he said, you know, he told me to come down, and I was like, okay, I'm going to try to come for lunch. And then I totally almost forgot that I was fasting for the full moon, so I couldn't go anyways, but I could have just went to support. And then he was like, messaging back, he's like, we're sold out. I'm like, damn it. I knew that was going to happen. Okay, so the onions are in here. They're cooking down, looking good. We're going to add those peppers in there. Again, this is simple, easy. We didn't de-seed anything. Just
throwing it in there.
Just have all those flavors in there.
Yeah. And,
it's not going to kill you.
These are
the peppers aren't
going
to grow.
So they're not going to.
Yeah, they're not going to grow in your belly. You remember what your parents used to tell you? Don't eat them watermelon seeds.
You're going to grow in your belly. You're going to grow a watermelon.
Right. You was like, water. Never had a watermelon in my belly, but I swear, how many people were scared of that? Having a watermelon in their belly. Growing up.
I don't know if I was scared of it. I just thought it was funny that that's what they said.
That was the main thing they would always tell us. All right. That smells good. Fufu's looking nice.
Yep. All right. So I'm looking at folks on our watch party.
Who we got?
Marcus Winters.
Okay.
What's up, Marcus Winters?
Hello.
And Fraz Azab. Fraz Azab is the head instructor at Warriors Academy downtown.
Okay, cool.
They're Krav Maga school.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. I know we had a couple people on. I'm on my Instagram on my phone too. Who we got? We got Mr. D. Will. All right, hello. Body by Trish. Hello. Hello on Instagram.
And Nafisala.
Oh, hey, TV. What's going on, girl?
What's up?
All right. So we got this cooking down.
And Lisa White McCann. What's up? That's my little sister.
Hello.
I think she's actually older than me, but I don't know.
Right.
Whatever.
All right, whatever. So this is pretty much done, guys, because we know spinach doesn't take too long. So once all the vegetables kind of cook, we just throw the spinach on top, add our seasonings, and we'll be good to go. Actually, while I was cooking, I'll just throw in the seasoning. So I'm going to do, and I'm not really measuring, so these are going to be like half teaspoons of stuff.
Yeah.
So a little bit of pink Himalayan salt, guys. Back and forth.
Sea salt.
Yep. A little dash of turmeric. I said this is kind of like our curry base. So a little dash of that in there. We got some pepper going in.
Oh yeah.
Got to have the pepper.
People, y'all should be here. This smells amazing.
A little bit of heat because we are going to add some cayenne to that. A little bit of heat.
Oh yeah.
All right. I got some garlic. And then we have onion powder, but we put actual full onion in there, so I'm not even going to put the garlic powder in there. All right, and this is another little blend that I got
from Tika House.
His Midwest Greens, I think is what he calls
it.
Yeah. I'll throw that in there. So Midwest Greens. I don't even know what he has in there. Everything. It's amazing. Midwest Greens going in there. So it looks good. So if you see, like it's already, like the turmeric definitely starts turning it yellow. That's where
it gives it a yellow
tint. But turmeric is really good for the inflammation. So if you're somebody that deals with inflammation or having, joint pain or something like that, try to add some turmeric in your diet. It's good. Another good thing is like doing those turmeric milks in the morning.
Yeah.
Like so.
What they call it, the
golden milk.
Yeah.
Golden milk. And you don't have to go and buy the fancy stuff. I promise you don't have to do it. If you want it, if you probably have majority of the spices already at home. Turmeric, cinnamon, maybe some cardamom, and like nutmeg. It's just really kind of like, that's kind of what you put in there.
It's not just good if you have like, chronic inflammation. Think about if you work out, you're pretty active, you're training like me, stuff like that, doing, boxing, kickboxing, MMA, anything that's going to be high intensity where you can feel your muscles are sore. The turmeric milk, the golden milk is going to be good to help. It's going to help with that post-workout inflammation.
Yes.
And let you recover quicker. And, recover better.
And we're putting all the spinach in there because if you've ever cooked spinach,
that's going to be like, it's going
to shrink down. So I got another bag on standby just in case this is a new one because I never kind of know. And it's always the days that I don't cook a lot. Then my son's like, "Can I have thirds?" What? I made what did we make last night? I made stir fry last night. Stir fry and made some like Thai chili tofu. It's pretty fire.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey,
Thai chili tofu.
y'all got something left over?
No, you know my son eats.
First of all, that dude is like 6'3". How old is he? 17.
He's 15.
15.
He's 15.
The dude is like
he's huge
and goofy.
So he ate the rest of it. Made some like kind of what do I want to call it? Fried rice. You know, put the peppers, not peppers, but carrots, peas, and some green onion in there. So this is just gonna cook down in the next like minute or so, not even a lot, and then we can start plating and trying some food.
Hey, so while you guys are on the stream, tell us what's some of your favorite seasonings, and what are some of your favorite seasonings you would add to our curry. Just throw it on the comment section.
And you know, again, we are promoting plant-based vegan living, but like this, you know, if you're not there yet, that's fine. Make this, add you a, you know, probably hopefully organic and cage-free type of product. Hopefully, at least that's a little bit better, I guess. But this is a great starter.
Yeah, that looks really good.
A lot of color. You want to have a lot of color with your food, because the more appealing it looks to the eye, the better it actually kind of like.
See, greens and yellows and reds and oranges.
Right. The little fly's trying to get in on the action. He wants some of our food. Cannot have, Mr. Fly. All right. So this fufu, I'm gonna take a little bit off. We're gonna use this.
Yep.
We're gonna down a little bit. All right. We're just gonna put a little bit of fufu on the bottom of this, guys. And usually, like they serve it in a what do I want to say? A ball in like
saran wrap.
Yeah, that's usually how they serve it. If you go to the only restaurant I know in town that does fufu is Fanny's.
Where's that?
It's that 40 something in Troost. It's where
I know where that is.
Urban Cafe used to be right next to them. So they're the only place that I know of that they're actually an African cuisine place, and so they do it. So
okay,
like traditionally, it's gonna be wrapped up in saran wrap, and it's gonna look like a dumpling. You know, we just all about taste here, so it doesn't. I don't really care what it looks like. It tastes all the same. So we got that going on. We're gonna turn this off, and then you just kind of pair this on top of it.
Yeah.
You just throw that all on there, and then you get to eating. So let me get you a fork. You can try that out.
Let's take a look at that. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna bring that up to the camera. So we have ourselves a delicious bowl of fufu.
Fufu and some spaghetti. Not spaghetti. I was gonna say spaghetti. I'm stuck on my spaghetti I made this weekend. There you go.
Okay.
Spinach. So yeah, this is kind of my take on, you know, inspired definitely from African, Jamaican type of roots. Try to get some of those flavor profiles in there. Don't critique me, any of my traditional African friends out there. I be trying, you know, it's all love.
And you know what? Come on the show.
Show us how it's done. Show us. I know that you like, oh my God, but you know, it's all love. I definitely love to try to other types of food and flavors.
We're about to get into this.
Yeah, you go ahead. Get at it. I'm gonna make me a little bowl.
Yes.
Yes.
That's delicious.
And so, like, and
it is very hearty, like you said.
It's very hearty. Yeah, those the fufu is super hearty. So that's why it's like traditionally too. They eat it. They actually don't eat it with any utensils. They kind of
with your hands you get in.
Yeah, kind of like injera.
Yeah.
Kind of the Ethiopian bread. That's kind of the same thing that they do with this. And they put it on top. Or whatever kind of stew. You can do cassava. You can do a lot of things. You can do a cassava leaves. You can do it with the spinach, kale, whatever kind of greens you have on hand. You can kind of make it to the stew base and then put it with your fufu. Or you can pair it with rice or something like that. But what's good about this is that it's a carb, but like I said, it's plantain. So plátanos, so it's not just your grain, it's actually a fresh fruit.
It's a fruit, yes.
Yeah, so you're getting that in there.
Mm.
So, yeah.
All right. I like it.
Yeah, so this was super simple, super easy, not a lot of money. I don't know, the box of this is like $4, and it doesn't take, I still have maybe 2-3 more servings in here. We spent $1.50 on the peppers, which I have plenty of peppers left. A little bit on the tomato. Onion. So super cheap meal just all around, and we're just celebrating Welcome Week. So I wanted to kind of show my interpretation of fufu and spinach. So yeah, what we got going on next week?
All right. Excuse me.
He's grubbing down. Teela for the win.
That's right. Hold on right there.
Yes.
There. Yeah. Right. So for next week, I'm gonna have a special guest.
Ooh, okay. Who we got?
We got Winston Yang.
Yes.
With Awesome Nutrition.
Love
Awesome
him.
KC.
Love him.
His specialty is raw vegan. Mm-hmm. And I'm not gonna spoil anything.
Okay.
But I'm just saying that might be a good time for some of y'all to come down and try some of the food. 2 o'clock Wednesday, right here, the Linwood YMCA.
We'll be back.
And he's actually going to bring a couple things.
Okay.
Like I say, he specializes in raw vegan. He also does cold pressed juices, mm-hmm. and he has some fitness oriented snacks.
Okay.
And he's going to offer us a lot of different ideas when it comes to getting really good plant-based nutrition.
Okay.
And speaking of which, just wanted to throw this out there. So Monday I got to go to the screening of The Game Changers. Have you heard of the movie?
Yeah.
So basically, it's a documentary that's hosted by an MMA fighter. He's fighting in the UFC that went on a journey because of injuries from a traditional, just traditional fitness and training and nutrition to plant-based nutrition. And you get to see a lot of his results in the documentary. And he also highlights world-class athletes, power lifters, what do they call those? Ultra marathoners.
Oh, wow.
Track and field sprinters, your tennis, football players, basketball players, all these people who they're world-class athletes, and they are living their best and they're setting world records on a plant-based diet.
Oh, wow. Okay. So
yeah.
I'm about to go check that out.
Yeah.
All right.
They are pretty crafty with the marketing because they have the one-day screening, one day only.
Oh.
And it's going to hit streaming platforms later this year.
Okay.
So
I got to wait a minute.
But you can go to their website, thegamechangersmovie.com, and guess what? They have a whole recipe section. And let me tell you, we about to hit every last one of them recipes.
Okay.
They got some food on there that looks delicious.
Okay, we're going to try it out. Yeah. Or let us know. I will say, if you can't be on the show, but you got a recipe you want us to try or a recipe you want us to remake, mm-hmm. let us know, because we're up for the challenge. This is definitely an open platform for a lot of different things. We just want to kind of give you guys some exposure of plant-based lifestyles and, just how easy it can be.
Yeah.
So
we'll take your suggestions. Right now, we've been thinking about lunch and dinner.
Yeah.
We'll do snacks, mm-hmm. breakfast, anything. So
yeah, because Sunday has a burrito.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Sunday's his girlfriend.
You had a burrito?
No, but you told me about it.
That's right. Okay.
He told me Sunday's his girlfriend. When you talking about Sunday, that's his girlfriend. So I can't wait for her to do it.
Yeah.
Excited. All right, guys. Thank you again for tuning in with us, hanging out with me and Damian here. Join us again next week, every Wednesday here at the Linwood Y Kitchen. We'll be back.
We'll be back.
All right, Linwood. Have a great week.
Y'all take it easy.
Peace out.